Hello, everyone, and welcome to our pull up challenge. So, I just wanted to come on here and record a video to give you a little bit more insight into what these next few weeks are going to look like. So, the challenge starts tomorrow, February 1st, and it will go for 4 weeks until February 28th. There will be 2 to 3 days of training. So I want to give you pretty much week one and week two at first, and not to overwhelm you, or for those of you who like to go ahead, you won't get week three yet. So week one and week two, you'll want to focus on. Hopefully, you have some pull up bars that you can use, or some sort of something that you can hang from, even if it's like a tree in your backyard. If you don't, you can use things such as your TRX, rings. There will be options to use dumbbell rows, uh, kettlebells, and things like that. And if you do see in the training pull ups and you don't have something to do pull ups with, or you see something you're not really quite sure, feel free to reach out to me and we can help you get started on that. But I just want to share my screen with you, and we're going to go over this pull up challenge. So let me just do that real quick. So there's a couple terms that you're just going to want to get yourself familiar with. This is terms like AMRAP, as many rounds as possible, tempo. If you've trained with me before, you know we work with the tempo, and that is really just the control of the movement. So typical tempo that we'll work with is just a 3-1-X1. And really that just means you're going to go that lowering portion of the pull up, 3 seconds nice and slow. You'll pause at the bottom for a second, and then you're going to want to come up as fast as you can and then hold at the top. For those of you who are not able to do a pull up yet, this is where a resistance band is really going to come in handy. So you can tie the resistance band on your pull up and just loop your knees in. So maybe I should I'll put a different video in tomorrow for that. RPE is really your rate of perceived exertion. And so you want to, for some of these exercises, be a little bit lower, shouldn't be as hard. And some of them you want to be really pushing to like 9 or 10 on that scale of 1 to 10. And then EMOM, every minute on the minute. So you have a couple exercises that'll be prescribed for a specific time frame. So let's say the time frame is 10 minutes, and let's say there's 3 reps for 10 minutes. So what that would look like is you would do pull-ups. You would do right on the time that minute starts. You do 3 pull-ups. You say it takes you 10 or 20 seconds, and then you rest the remaining time in that minute. So if it took you 10 to 20 seconds, that means you're going to be resting 40 to 50 seconds. And then the second that next minute starts, you're doing another set of 3 pull-ups. So I think that explains pretty much the language, the terms. Once you've done it, you won't forget it. This is the warm up you're going to do beforehand, before each and every exercise or each and every training session. A couple other things is, I wanted to talk about recovery. So if pull-ups are new to you and you're feeling really sore, make sure that you are foam rolling in between, that you are giving yourself adequate time to rest, and that you're not really going into a training session super, super sore and super fatigued, but that you're giving yourself adequate time to rest. You're drinking lots of water in between the sessions and getting a good night's sleep. And so this is day one. We're working with pull-ups, scapular pull-ups, rows, isometric pull-ups, and some breathing. So you'll give yourself day one, maybe a rest day, and then go into day two. So week one, I really want you to just focus on day one and day two and get them in maybe once, maybe you get them both in twice. I would ideally like twice, but if you can only get one and two in, don't worry about it. Week two, you're going to add day three. So if you're really struggling with week one, stay with just day one and two. But if you feel like you're ready to move on, add that third day in, and that's going to be a little bit less intense than the day one and day two. So any questions on this, let me know. Every single exercise you should be able to click on and see a demonstration of the exercise. Hopefully as we go through this, I'll have more videos of me doing it. And so please let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to reach out, and I'm so excited for you all to get started.